Hello.
Yeah.
There we go. Hello there. Cool. Sorry,
There.
I was waiting for my stream to catch up. Cool. Just making sure. Hello, everyone. We're missing two people for a moment. They have the same background, but they are not in the same place. Well, they kind of are in the same place.
Yeah.
Depends on what you define as the same place. Anyway, welcome back, everybody. We're doing more Mörk Soul today. Dustin is AFK again today, so we are filling in with some space stuff. We're going to pick up pretty much exactly where we left off last time, which was with some good pirates saying hi and potentially getting ready to attack people. But anyway, welcome to Tales of Initiative. This is, I don't even know what we're doing anymore. I don't know what's happening.
You're Conlon.
I'm Conlon, I think. That is up for debate at this point. Anyway, yeah, we have some sponsors, some spawners over there. So go check those out. We have a slightly new one, Lore Link. Go check them out. They're really cool. I kind of want to use them. If we're gonna end up doing an actual Mörk Soul campaign, I might be like checking out Lore Link for building out some of this stuff instead of just this first thing that I'm running. But there's a potential, I guess that's a good little transition. There's a potential here that we're going to be taking a little pause from Vengalia. We're still figuring out what we're going to be doing. But if we do, we'll still be around and we'll still be doing something. And it might be Mörk Soul as a full, real, true campaign. Yeah, I think that is it. Is there anything else that I'm missing? We don't have an ad spot for today. We don't have...
No specific ad spot. We've got a Discord where you can go chat with TTRPGs about us. And we've got a Patreon where if you like what we do, you can support us. And also, you can be first in line to tell us what to do. Like the good little fill-in-the-blanks we are. For example, Taylor is currently using the dice that you all voted on for the entirety of October. She'll be using Nephilim's Nightmare. Yeah, look at that professional presentation. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Beautiful.
Nailed it.
Yeah, Robert, the
Not
power
a
of voting.
sponsor. Sorry, not a sponsor, but the Twilight Grove. Excellent.
Yeah, we're all about, promoting cool
What small
people.
businesses? Yeah,
Yes.
I have so many of my dice are from them. They're amazing.
Yeah, go vote on Patreon, but also in real life if you live in the U.S.
I forgot
Please
about that
don't,
joke.
let our lives become this capitalist hellscape of Cyborg.
More
that it is
than
headed
they
towards
already
faster
are.
yes, thank you. Yes, don't slippery the slope more than the slope has already slipped.
Look, lube's important, but we don't need any more on this particular ramp.
Yeah, yes. All right, well, last time we were here, we finished up the sort of individual bit of Ray of Light from the Synthetic Dawn, which is the opening adventure that we were writing / have written for Mörk Soul, a game that Matt and I are making. If you don't know that, Matt and I are making this together. We're building it. It's based on Morkborg, Cyborg, all those kind of things, but set in space with cool ship combat, which we're about to see today. If you want to playtest it, there are playtesting links at morksoul.com. You can see that. You can go get all the information. It's pretty cool. And then, yeah, so last time you all fought your way through some Scourge rot, some Scourge drudges and leeches, and a Scourge gladiator that you just null mark death to death.
We didn't do shit.
No,
Matt did
Matt-
everything.
No, we did it because I used all of your fucking
Yeah,
glitch,
that's
like
true.
ripples.
Oh, that's true.
It was a team
Matt-
effort. Because my dice luck is big ol' poop.
Matt walked up, unzipped his EVA suit, and slapped him with some massive tentacles from a null dimension. So that's fun.
Just a standard Wednesday for me.
Yeah, right?
Just flop my cuttlefish out there for everyone.
Oh my god, Matt.
But yeah, so we...
The sound effect.
You're welcome. We did that. We killed those things. You took the Scourge artifact and put it on your skip, the thing that had caused all of the rot. You put it into like a little containment thing, and as you were leaving, you were hailed over your comms by a group of pirates, and as they sort of hailed, I think we covered this last time, but we'll kind of jump back in around right where we left off. Yeah, they hail lead the ship. Yeah. So as the comms come up and you see the faces of some of these pirates in front of you, you are all sort of hit with a quick battery of memories of exactly what happened, leading to you finding yourself awakening inside of the hangar on this ship. As you were approaching this, you picked up a random job off of a station somewhere that gave you these coordinates. You came here to see what was going on. As you did, you were attacked by pirates. Those pirates, thinking that you maybe had some good loot, fired on your ship, did some damage. At the same time, an asteroid storm, from the sort of resulting from the mining of this asteroid around you and like some of the like defensive thing, or like the like gravitational systems being held off, an asteroid storm also hit your ship and the pirates' ships. They retreated. Your ship was badly damaged. It automatically hailed the Synthetic Dawn station, was able to open the hangar doors from the outside. Due to the emergency lockdown, however, when you entered and landed, the emergency lockdown kept you from leaving. And that's where we started this whole thing, was with you waking up on a damaged ship in the middle of a station. And now that you're out of this station with the full repairs on your ship and I think a new weapon? Is that, you guys got a...
We did get a new weapon.
Yeah.
Because all we had was a mine, and I was going to be real sad.
Yeah.
But now we have a
Yikes.
flak cannon, and we are ready to go.
Yeah. So wildly, I think we are gonna jump right into the action here. Unless you would like to talk to the pirates or do anything beforehand.
Nah.
Haley,
Nah.
did you have?
But first, we need to.
Oh yeah, we got to roll. We did not roll Taylor's skip class last time, so Taylor, if you want to give me a D6 roll, and I.
We're re-rolling 2s and 5s and 6s.
There you go.
3.
What was it?
3.
3. I believe that is
Engineer.
1, 2. Yeah, the engineer, which works out well. You got you're the grease monkey and the engineer. Essentially, the way that this works is everybody in Mörk Soul has their main class, the thing that you are when you're a person walking around on a station or a planet or wherever. And then you have your skip class, which gives you bonuses very specifically when doing things in skip combat. The engineer, you get the special action overclock. Once per combat, you can attempt to push a system to its limits. You're going to test smarts with a DR of 14, and you give the bridge pool, which I will explain in just a second, an additional D4 on the next round. So those rules are in the documents that you should have, like the playtest documents, if you want to write that down for yourself, or if you just want to look at it, whatever you got. Everybody else has different things. Some of them are more complicated, less complicated than the others. But with that, let me quickly explain how ship combat works, because this is slightly different to how everything else works. But I don't know, Matt, do you want to pull up the map now? And we can kind of start with...
I was just working on that. Give me one
Cool.
second,
Yeah,
and I'll be ready for you.
Yeah, no worries. So yeah, I'll start with this, I guess. Relatively, the way that skip combat works, there is, in a round of skip combat, everyone will be doing something. There are different positions that you can take up on the skip. You have the helm position, which is like your pilot. You have the bridge position, which is like a captain, or on skips, within the lore, there's not really captains. There's like, people who are in charge of the bridge position because they're space communists. I got you, chat. Luxury, automated space, gay space communism is in this game. So
It's not just in the game, it kind of is the game.
It kind of is the game, yeah. So helm position, bridge position, gunner position. There's a couple others, comms, some other things. If you have something that relates to a position, I'll let you know what that does. Every round of combat starts with the bridge action. A bridge action is the person in the bridge. Are we talking cats? The person in the bridge position has a pool of dice to assign out to the action. So you can kind of think of this like the Star Trek, like divert the energy from weapons to shields, or shields to engines, whatever thing. You are pushing little levers, moving shit around, and then that takes the game rules of assigning a D4 to someone to roll for this round. Depending on your reactor size, that determines how many D4s you have. You guys have a tier 1 reactor. That means you have 1 D4 to assign out. So the bridge position will take 1 bridge action. They will say, Gunner, I want you to have a D4. We're diverting some power to the gunners. Whoever is rolling in the gunner position now rolls a D4 on 1 roll for the rest of the thing. That comes into like Taylor's class, where there's an ability. Hello.
Hi.
We did it. We're back. Nothing went wrong. Nothing happened.
Nothing at all.
Welcome back to our normally
Nothing at
scheduled
all.
time that we start this game. We're going to go recap those last 20 minutes. We're going to do it all again. It's going to be great. So I hope...
Cuttlefish.
yeah. Tentacle. Yeah.
Spawners.
Spawners. Yes, do check out the spawners. All of those good things. Yeah, so we're back. Anyway, hopefully that doesn't happen again. Something weird happened with Twitch there, or Streamlabs. We don't really know. But we are back. I was in the middle of explaining skip combat. So, again, bridge position, bridge action. Starts that. Helm position takes movement actions. Movement actions are the next big thing. That is like your pilot moving your ship around. Basic movement does not require rolls. That is just like a thing that you're doing. If you're doing advanced movement, it will require a helm action from the helm, which prevents the helm action from taking anything. You can only do 1 action per turn. So like you can't do something in the crew action turns if you use the bridge action or the helm action. Big things to note: light cover, heavy cover are things. We'll determine how those work if you want to take cover. You can always take evasive maneuvers. When you do, if there's no cover available, you can take evasive maneuvers. You get a -2 DR to defense rolls, so it's easier. You can't get hit, but it is +4 to attack rolls. You can't shoot because you're fucking,
We're doing
around and
crazy
doing
shit,
cool
and spin moves. It's hard to counterbalance. Yeah.
Yes, and you can't move if you are taking evasive maneuvers. Like you can't like change your position.
Yeah.
Oh, that was what we were doing. We were pulling up the map.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what crashed Streamlabs. Who knows?
I was tinkering with shit in the back and it all exploded. But yeah, you
So,
move. And
yeah.
here's the map. Pow!
All movement or all combat in Mörk Soul in space is similar to the other Borg combats. It is relative positioning. So unlike some of the other systems that do some like hex-based stuff and you move around on an actual map, all you really need for this is this little tiny like radar map looking thing. You have 3 different ranges. You have far range, mid range, and close range. And then your ship. There's a 4th range in there called adjacent that comes up in specific times. Doesn't really matter. Other than that, you have these quadrants, and that is where things will be relative to you. So if you have something that can only hit something in the close range, you can only shoot things in the inner circle, mid-range, outer circle, far range, outer circle, vice versa, all that kind of stuff. If you have something that says you can only shoot someone in 1 quadrant, then you can only do it in 1 quadrant. Makes sense? So you got this little radar map, you got all that cool stuff. Last thing, crew actions, where you actually get to do stuff in the ship. Yes.
Luna, that was an excellent highbrow joke.
Yeah,
that was solid.
that was. So yes, after skip movement, enemies move and will do their movementy kind of stuff. That also resolves like attacks that enemies are going to do against you. So you'll know like what's incoming against you, which then gets into crew actions. There are attack actions and defense actions, just like in regular Borg combat. They work basically the same way, except that the DR changes depending on range. So if you're trying to attack somebody, it gets harder to hit if they're farther away. If you're trying to defend, it gets easier to defend if they're farther away. We have criticals and nat ones. We'll talk about what those do when and if they come up. Other than attack and defense, we have point defense. So some weapons, there's a type of weapon called targeted weapons, which are like big ol' missile-y, like mines, hunter-killer missiles, torpedoes, like all that kind of stuff are targeted. They are things that have speed of their own. We'll cover how those like move and do their own thing. But when you release one, it might take like 2 turns before it goes off and kills something or hits something. point defense is basically an action that you can take that allows you to shoot down
those
targeted weapons
before they get to us.
before they hit you and do a lot of damage. And then finally, repair. You can always take the repair action. You can test different levels to do different things. Different things will happen as you take damage on the skip. Like certain systems might go out offline, and like you'll have to repair those things. And you can always just heal 1d6 hull points if you want to take the repair action. So if you're getting low and you have an action, you can always do that. That's pretty much it. You can do a couple different things there. When you hit hull levels at 0 hull, you are basically dead in the water.
Sad.
Big sad, dead in the water. You roll on the system damage table. That's one thing. We'll go over that when it happens. If it
Hopefully
happens.
not.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully you don't have to run into that. If you hit negative hull, much like in Mörk, there's 0 health, or like Cyborg, other board games, and in Mörk Soul in individual combat, there's 0 health and negative health. At negative health, you are in like serious danger. Your skip is you roll on the system damage table, and then anytime the skip takes damage again, you roll on a table, on a different table to see what happens.
A different,
and they
far
can be
worse table.
Yes, so it is a D6 table. A 1, nothing happens. 2, something is on fire. A 3, there's a small explosion. A 4, there's a large explosion. A 5, there is a leak in the skip drive, and the skip will blow up in D4 turns. And a 6 is total destruction. Everybody just dies. The ship blows up. Everything goes
So
away.
we could TPK here.
Could TPK. Yep, it is
We'll see.
possible.
You know how much I love character creation.
I'm gonna teleport right back to that fucking mining asteroid. I'm just gonna live with my Scourgy buddies.
Last second, yeah.
Hold on.
We
We
just
want our
replay it
suits
and
on.
it's-
We'll just
Oh wait, yeah.
take our suits off.
All right. Does that make sense? Do you kind of get the general flow? We'll cover like
Yeah.
specific flow, everything. Everybody,
Let's-
bridge action,
Yes.
helm action,
No, I'm kidding.
enemy movement, crew actions. Those are the
Yeah.
4 stages of combat. Cool. All right. Let's jump on in. So, as we said, there are some pirates that are attacking you all. So we're gonna go ahead and draw some pirate ships real quick.
Are they
Um,
docking, Captain?
Not
It
yet.
better not be.
Okay. So you're gonna have one there. You're gonna have.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Can I copy? There we go.
Oh boy.
One.
Oh boy.
That's too many
You
pirates.
made it. You made it so we could select and change things. Just-
Yeah, I can't. Yeah.
Oh no. Oh, it's Taylor circles all over again.
This was me. This is the station behind you.
That wasn't me.
Okay. Okay.
This was me. I'm just blocking out. You have left the station. You're gonna have to like go around.
Right
Like
there
this
in
is
front of us. We're fully
Yeah.
surrounded. Oh fuck.
big
Yeah.
old
Okay.
big old station here in
Okay.
front of you. You can flee combat if you like get far enough away from
Mhm.
people. You can flee. Eventually, there's going to be like a fleeing combat table where something might happen if you try to flee. But we'll see. We'll figure it out if you guys try to run away from this.
Too many skip drives in proximity.
So yeah, you are hailed. We're gonna go with a classic pirate voice.
Why
here.
are you making them bigger?
Just so they're easier to see. Don't worry. No, it's all relative size. You can picture this map as like a little radar, like
Yeah.
submarine radar, where it's like doing like bloom.
It's somewhat
And it, like,
diegetic.
shows you-
This is
yeah,
what our
it shows you
characters
things.
are seeing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. So yes, we will go ahead and get started with combat. So you are hailed by the pirates as one of them. The captain of the ship kind of forcibly hails into your ship. That's comms are just open waves, and you see a little face pop up on the screen in front of you. Well, we'll be taking whatever you found in there.
No.
Of course.
Nah.
That was
What did
way
she
too.
say?
There was not enough gravel in there for that to be Chorus the Space Pirate.
Yeah,
There was.
King Chorus.
Oh,
There's
he is.
Chorus.
Mhm.
Stand by what I said.
Okay, fine. Oh, we'll be taking all of your cargo now.
Okay, now I feel like we can kill you. Before I was unsure. Yeah, alright. Fuck you. Prepare to taste our guns.
Never thought we'd be making death threats towards Mickey Mouse. It's
What, Captain?
Now, can I ask a quick question?
I didn't say she was crazy.
The world that we live in.
Yes.
3 pirates surround you. Is it something that, like, that we feel confident-ish about? Like, as in, is this something that sometimes you get into, or is this like, we've never dealt with this situation before, and this is going to be a wild ride, and I should be a lot more, like, I'm trying to see if my
How
rude
cavalier
attitude is going
should we be right
I
now?
got you. Anyone who has spent enough time being a scav and running a skip has run into pirates. There's no laws in the span. People can do whatever they want. They can take shit from anybody. So, yeah, if you guys have been a crew for a while, you've definitely run into pirates before. If you want, you can make a, I'll say a smarts check. Just give me a quick smarts roll. Any of you can.
Why not?
I have a -2, which doesn't help my
I've lost 1. I got a 10, 11.
I also got an 11.
I got a 19.
Ooh.
Okay, so...
a -1.
Nice.
Oh, we
It was,
all look at Mari.
Yeah, so DR12, just like standard DR. So Mari, I'll say what you get from this is that, like, kind of putting the things together. They tried to ambush your skip when you, like, first arrived in the station. They kind of are ambushing you again now. They're not the, like, most power. Like, this isn't
They're not
like
the best pirates.
this isn't like a cruiser that is about to fire a missile barrage into you. Like, these are fairly small manned skips. They're smaller than your skip, right? You're piloting a thing that is, like, bigger than these are. Dangerous, yes, but this is a first level module in a skip that has 1 module upgrade, so not too dangerous.
I wasn't thinking
No,
that it was
no,
going to be
yeah.
too dangerous, but I just wanted to know what our characters are thinking in
Yeah,
this
yeah,
moment.
so
I
our
was
characters
cocky then
would
and I
be
was
like-
oh wait, would I be like, yeah?
So
Our
yeah,
characters would
if
probably
this is
be
your,
like, we can maybe just bluff them into not fighting, or if we have to fight, we have a new gun.
Yes.
if this
I'm
is your
excited to
first
take
mission
Yeah.
ever, like you just got your skip, you jumped to the station, you've never run into pirates before, you might be a little scared. Right now, you're like, yeah, skip combat's not the safest thing in the world, but like, you can fuck
We
these
got
guys up.
this.
It's fine.
Yeah, cool. Perfect. Then
Hell
I said
yes.
everything out loud.
Yeah. We will gladly return you to the stardust you once were. All returns to the pattern.
Officer Poet.
Whoa.
Pew pew.
If that's the way you're gonna be,
Friends.
I suppose.
Stand down or you'll taste space.
And we determined it tastes like marshmallows.
Marshmallows.
Or flesh.
Or
one of the two.
One of those.
It was, burnt meat.
Hey, if
Yeah.
you're camping
Yeah,
and kinky,
marshmallows.
it's almost the same.
Yeah.
Take the whole
so
meat to s'mores.
Just don't roast them on that.
I can't have s'mores anymore. Thanks, guys.
Oh, people have spit roasts while they go out camping.
I can't do any barbecues either. Thank you, Taylor. Oh, what are we doing now,
Anyway,
what are we doing now,
Dustin.
Conlon? Sorry.
no, you're good. I just like that you got so exasperated that you jumped back 3 weeks. So yeah, as you say all that, the pirate kind of like, well, just as happy to take your cargo from the depths of space as we are off of your skip. And with that, we're gonna be in combat.
Fire! It's that scene from Pirates where it's just the entire cast from top billing to bottom just yelling fire, off camera. Fire!
I mean, I did yell "man the guns"
Yes.
a minute ago.
Yeah, you
so-
did.
I got a jar of dirt.
I got a shot. I
Guess what's inside it?
Alrighty then. So, okay, yes, you are in combat.
Die.
As we said, the way that this works, you'll go bridge actions. So I guess first things first. What position is everyone manning? I know Haley, I think, is on the helm. The pilot. Matt is gunnering.
I like the imagery, like we've talked about how in this world, there's no, like, I'm not running to like a room that has the gunner stations. It's not like the ladders in the Millennium Falcon. It's just like every station is like semi-configurable. So I'm just loading up the like gunner station UI, and it has the little joysticks that click out from behind the terminal. And so Ulver's just zoning in. And I'm gonna make a potential deep cut reference. Just looks like Ghost from the third Matrix movie, and is just fully keyed in.
Hell yeah. Cool. And then I'm assuming that Taylor's gonna be engineering. I guess so. So there's not like necessarily a position associated with that position.
That is the
right
running
now.
around, chicken head screaming.
Yes, that
fixing
is
shit.
Smacking the
I
skip
was
drive
gonna
and
say-
engines with a giant hammer.
No, don't I
Pouring
have any?
vodka.
Wait,
You have a spanner. You have a
wait.
giant spanner. Yeah.
The giant spanner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just imagining sort of like I think it's oh god, I'm showing my age here, like a Power Rangers thing where they're all in the mighty thing where you've got like one at like the helm sort of half race and the rest are all at their stations sort of around them.
Fuck yes.
So like the gunners in front, the engineers next to them just like tippy tapping on keyboards, like literally running between everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that would put Mari
and-
at bridge.
Mari's at bridge, I reckon.
Yes.
Yeah. Mari, what was
Yeah,
your skip class? I forget.
I was the mad genius.
Mad Genius. Yeah. Okay. That works out. That one.
So if you had to take over to do the hard turn, you could do that. Like we can always change positions mid fight if it makes sense to use an ability
Yeah.
or something.
Makes sense.
Well, you just said it's a UI, so literally
Yeah.
what we would do is I'd be like, all right, Mari, it's time, and I just press a button and
Yep.
the thing pops up on her screen,
it's
and
very-
then she's done it. Like,
It's very Star Trek-y where like Picard just walks out of the room. You have the con, and like he just pushes a button and like, yep, I got it. I'm on it.
Yep.
yeah, cool. I love it. I love this so much. This is so like I love the vibe this is setting out.
And just as a note, in case it comes up, your skip is like generally one round of movement long. So you can move from any room on the skip to any other room on the skip if you needed to. So like if the idea behind like things being on fire is potentially you might like have to like run over and like put some fire out or like fix
You
something.
can always reach any part of the
but
skip.
yeah, you can generally until we figure out how fucking battleships work in this game. That is a
giant
thing.
capital ships.
Yeah. Theoretically, everything from like tiny dogfighters to stations are buildable with the skip station module shit, but like we'll find out. Anyway, that is I think we're good. We're into combat. So you will take your bridge action first. So Mari, you are on the bridge. You are captaining. Basically what that means is that right now you have a D4 and you can assign it out to one of the other people to use for a roll, basically.
Okay.
So if you want to go heavy on the guns this time, you could put it in the gunner position. If you want to try some fancy flight, you could give it to the helm position. If Taylor's going to do something engineering. The other thing is you can attack once per weapon that you lag out there for a second. I think I might have.
You lagged out.
You
a little
lagged
bit.
out a
Back.
bit.
Yeah.
Cool. Let me fix my internet real quick, like while I'm talking. But yeah, so you can also take an attack action for every weapon that you have on the skip. So Matt in the gunner position might want to use your, what did you get? You got a frag cannon? Is that?
We have a flak cannon and we have a mine.
Black cannon and a mine.
Yep.
If we let go of the mine, is that the mine done?
No, we have
Or
multiple
is
mines.
it like a multiple mines?
Yeah, we
It's
have
like a
multiple
mine
mines.
dispenser.
And I think kind of the way it works is, correct me if I'm wrong, Colin, but it's like I can only shoot. Oh, I'm at my weapon station. I can only shoot one weapon, me. But it doesn't stop like not LL. Sorry, what is Taylor's character's name? MM. That doesn't stop MM from like, if you have nothing engineering to do, you could be like, hey, I'll pop out of mine and just you quick do that. Like,
Yes.
we could
Alright,
always,
cool.
there's no limit. You're not limited to one weapon per round. You're just limited to one action per PC.
Per person. All right, cool.
Yes.
Lovely.
Okay, I'm flickering a little bit.
Plan.
I'm hoping. I heard all.
it
I can
looks
hear
good.
everything. I think it's good.
It looks good on our end. Oh, and then we
Oh.
jinxed
No.
it.
Yep.
We jinxed it.
I don't. This is awful. I really need to figure out what's up with my internet. This is a pain, but
Be an angry boomer to AT&T.
yeah. I don't understand. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully I don't drop here. If I do, I'll get back quickly. I might have to reset my router or something. But yeah. So yeah, Mari, bridge position, first turn, space combat. You have a D4 to wherever you'd like. You can give it to
I'm gonna
whoever.
give it to the gunner, because we need to blow these guys out of the sky.
Pew, pew.
Pew pew, motherfucker! So there's that. I'm trying to think. I have the document up just to see like what else I could do for the bridge.
So yeah, the bridge actions are a little like light right now. Like you kind of just have that.
yeah.
You can. I think I'm gonna make a ruling on this like right now. You can always either give orders, which is that like action that you're doing right now,
Yeah.
or a other crew action. I think that makes sense.
You could postpone your turn to the crew action
Yeah.
stuff and do
Yeah.
something. If multiple people, if we were like just getting blasted and we needed multiple people doing repairs, you could be like, fuck it, I'm going to go do repairs, not do the bridge action. It would go straight to Haley doing helm, and then we do
Yeah.
crew actions, and you get to repair, and probably Taylor would get to repair.
Okay.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah. So in that case, my single order will just be to
Just shoot
tell
better.
Oliver to shoot. Yeah, it's just like aim at that one. So whatever one. Considering, let me pull up the map.
Do we know which one the transmission came from?
Yeah, it would
Did that
be.
light up a different color when the transmission was coming through?
Yeah, sure. I'll mark that one. I'll mark it as red. So it
All right, beautiful.
is like the captain's ship.
That
Nice.
one.
I'm a little worried about this guy who's like on the right hand side, but I'll actually point to the one where the transmission came from, because if you get God damn it, Matt.
I'll never get tired of visual gags with these maps.
I like this too because I like the idea that like you just pulled out like a fucking Apple pencil and like written on the hologram for everybody.
Yep.
That's exactly what's happened.
Wait.
Um,
So yeah, aim. I would point like right to the ship that had the transmission come in, thinking if we get rid of their leader, they might scatter. So that's kind of the hope, at least for that. So
cool.
Valid.
So the only other thing with the assigning actions, if you assign it to the gunner position, it has to be for a specific weapon. So I think we've kind of determined
Flagship.
that Matt is on the flak cannon.
flak
cannon.
cannon,
Yeah.
Yeah.
not ship cannon.
That
So,
one.
yeah, that applies to that.
Thank
And
you.
just as like why this exists kind of thing. It's the like shifting up and down the levers, saying divert energy, all that kind of stuff. But the D4s that you're assigning out sort of just represent the combined proficiency of your skip. It's the modules you have installed. It's any NPC crew that you would have, like in certain situations. It's your captain's ability. Like all of that is basically just like you're doing something, and you can decide sort of in narrative what you want that to be. But you're doing something that is making this other person better. Could
Yes.
be the we're taking power from the shields to put to the weapons, or it could be I'm gonna fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi use the Force, Luke.
Yeah.
Your gunner, like whatever thing it is.
You can have
that
a
you're
basic
doing.
AI computer that's like, instead of
Yeah.
it helping to stabilize thrusters, it's going to optimize the weaponry.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Whatever
Over.
narrative makes sense.
Oliver, blow them up.
Gladly.
Is it my turn now?
It's helm action time.
Yep.
It's
So
helm
helm
action
action time.
So I would like to, knowing how ever guns work, I'm sure I do. I would like to get into position to be able to shoot that middle one, and also into a position where maybe we could set off a targeted mine to the one behind us as we move.
Sure. So the way that movement works is you move.
Is this
in
all happening at the same time?
Yeah, it's
Like,
similar
bullet
to like
time.
D&D?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, cool.
it's similar to like D&D combat or like individual combat in Mörk, like
Cool.
those. Yeah, this is one round of action. It's like 10 seconds is about the time that we've determined is a round of action.
Beautiful.
And so yeah, real quick, the way that movement works, this is all relative to your skip. Your little like triangle or diamond in the middle here doesn't move. The things around you move. So you can pick a direction and move in that direction. Doing so moves everybody 1 unit of distance, and we can resolve the thing that like is that unit of distance, like how that works. I'll show how that all works on the map, but that's essentially how this is working.
Cool.
So
I would like to move northeast 1 unit.
Just northwest,
That works.
east,
So,
or
yeah.
south. Yeah,
Yeah.
just the core
one
directions.
of the quadrants.
One
yeah,
of the quadrants.
triangles,
Oh.
basically.
Wait, what? So I want to move to this quadrant. What? This one, the closed
So you
quadrant.
want to move if your skip is facing up, you want to move up.
Okay, but
Hey-
I would like to move up and right a little bit.
Haley,
Can I
so-
not do that?
Here, let me show you. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those are the general directions you can go.
Okay.
So if you're wanting to, for example, get A and B to slide kind of that direction, you would want to go this way. You'll see in a second. It'll make sense.
Okay,
So-
then that's the way I would like to go then.
Okay, so let's do a round and show like how this works.
Yeah.
Thing to remember here is this is all I'm lagging out again. I hope that any of this is coming through.
We got you. Yeah.
Cool. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
You're good.
So the thing to remember, this is all relative movement. This represents your ship and their ships sort of constantly moving in space around each other. So this isn't like, here's a map where someone is. This is like relative to your ship.
That's where
This
they
is
are.
where everyone is. So the way
Okay.
that this works, and this I think it'll be clearer once it like actually happens. So if you're gonna move this direction, the way that this works is anyone in the adjacent quadrants to the quadrant that you're moving in moves 1. Well, actually, sorry. Let's start with this. Anyone directly opposite the quadrant that you're moving in. Okay. No, this is not. It shouldn't be too complicated.
The
Yeah.
words will sound way more complicated than they are. We're moving that way, right?
Yeah.
So C is gonna move further away. Oh, I can't move C.
Yep.
I don't
so
think so.
one.
There we go.
Oh,
Yeah.
I-
There.
So okay, so we're gonna number the quadrants just to have that because I think that'll be easier. So you're moving closer to 4, right? You're moving in the direction of 4. So when you do that, yeah, C, who is here in close range or mid range,
Yep.
is going to move to far range. Anyone opposite moves 1 step away in the same
Okay.
quadrant.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
And anyone in
Haley.
the direction you're moving moves 1 step closer.
Yeah. So this won't move, but like, so to not to like make it super complicated. Let's say C was here and you move this direction.
Yep.
He's gonna move here.
Yes.
If C is here and you move this direction, he moves here.
Okay.
If C is here and you move this direction, he moves here.
Okay.
C
Well,
is
how do-
here,
Yep.
Sorry.
So he's moving to out.
so
Yep.
he moves to far range. Yep.
Yes. But now I need A and B.
Yes.
I need to understand how that works.
So in these two, in 1 and 3, if you're moving to 4, in 1 and 3, they stay at the same distance but move quadrants. So B is here and here.
Okay.
So you can imagine you've like pointed your ship in a direction and bursted forwards. They
Yeah.
are still matching like your speed. Their engines are on, they're matching your speed, but because
Okay.
you've turned essentially and moved in a direction, they have moved into that quadrant. So now
Yeah.
all 3 are in this quadrant. 2 of them are at mid range, 1 is at far range, and you've technically moved 1 step closer to 4. This is going to be weird with this here. The
'Cause
station
it's
is
so massive.
massive. It's hard to like represent exactly, but it's technically back here now. You've
We
moved
basically
kind of
came
away.
out of the hangar and did like
Yeah.
a hard left, and so now when they were in front of us and to the right of us, now everything is kind of behind us.
Yeah, like
Okay, And this
relatively.
is what I wanted.
Yeah.
Well, because
I mean,
this is now having all three of them grouped up together. So now they're.
You've lined them up very nicely for me, LL. Thank you.
You're very welcome, I say, as I've, because what actually happened is I have a little pilot app install, and it works everything out for me, but I have not told anyone. It's a little like
fucking chat
it's a little,
GPT.
Chat GPT piloting.
Yeah. Please
yes,
move
I have
me.
a little chat. Yes, please move. Like, it's like one of those auto chess things. I've got an AI chess thing, and I just press a button, and it takes the most smartest move next.
Amazing.
Wonderful.
Amazing.
Excellent. Go.
So, we've now resolved PC skip movement. Now the enemy skips move and will basically determine if they're attacking or not this here. So each of them has one movement. A is going to move here, B is going to move here, C is going to move here. They're all going to move towards you, but still be in the same quadrant.
The station
so
doesn't
now,
move.
The station is gone, yes. So everything in far range, once it's in far range, if you move away from it, is still just in far range. That just means, like, it's way the fuck out there. We don't really care about it anymore. And the station doesn't have engines, so the further away you get from it, it just gets further and further and further away.
Excellent.
Cool. So that is...
Who's shooting at us?
So they're all going to make attacks against you, because they might as well on this first round. But that will resolve in the crew action phase. There will be 3. So you basically have 3 attacks that you'll be making defense rolls for. The way that defense works is someone can say, I'm making a defense roll, and you will roll your ability against that. And it's, I think, agility. I'm pretty sure.
I think we left it up to, so it's basically depends on like how you're saying it. So like,
Yes.
if for example, I was trying to like maximize the like collision path of bullets, that might be a smarts test. So I'll roll smarts. I'm still doing gun stuff, so I'd get my +1 from point defense operator, but I'm using smarts specifically. Whereas if I'm just trying to shoot real fast, that would be more like agility. Or if I'm trying to like be perceptive and spot things as they happen, spine would show up. So it's like, it's flexible on which ability maps to what you're doing with the skip at any moment, but you always have those skip classes giving you bonuses, and you always have the bridge D4s helping you if you got one.
So they oh, actually, this is another thing. Good, Haley's gone, so that'll oh, she's back. Okay, so 2 of them are going to fire lasers at you, and one of them is releasing hunter-killer missiles.
Oh shit.
So we will resolve lasers if they do damage, if they hit you. If not, we'll figure
So
out
they don't.
what.
Yeah, so that'd be Haley. Haley is defending us from the lasers because you can't point defense an energy weapon.
Right.
Pew, pew.
And so if no one takes a defense action, like an actual action to do something to defend the ship will automate defense. It's just a flat D20 roll against the DR.
What's our DR?
So
normally 12, but
yeah,
depends on the
it
range.
depends on the range. So, well, and it's different. So laser weapons, the big thing with like energy weapons is they don't have fall off at distance. So they're as their speed of light. So they hit the thing instantly. It doesn't really matter how far away you are. Easy to hit. So the way this is going to work, C is going to fire a hunter-killer missile, which will mark with...
Not good.
I'm maneuvering.
Evasive
which
maneuver.
has a speed of 2, which will then kind of like take effect on the next round. I think that's how we determine it. Yeah.
I'm looking at targeted weapons right now.
Yeah. This is the first time that
Also,
we're running.
We get to see everything that happens before we get to the crew turns to then decide how we're going to fight back against it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Beautiful. I get it. I don't understand movement, but I understand that.
You'll get it. You're going to be a master of the movement by the time this combat's done, or we're done playing this game. One of the 2.
You'll be calling me
got
master
this.
of movement.
Yikes.
Hubba hubba.
We've circled back to an IBS joke.
Gross.
Oh god.
Okay, so yeah, basically, regardless, I don't think that this thing moves. No, they fire it, they launch it on one round, it moves the next round, right?
I'm looking that up. I always forget where the skip weapons table is. Here we go. Targeted. Oh, they do have to roll an attack test, or we get to roll a defense test to see if that missile even spawns, because it's trying to do like a target lock on us.
Yes.
It needs to know where we are. So we
okay.
get to roll defense against it right now.
Yeah.
Which right now, I don't think point defense operator, I'm trying to shoot them offensively, so I can't do the defense.
Right.
So this is since Haley didn't do a piloting action to like do something funky, she could just roll defense tests against these as like normal piloting stuff.
What do we roll? I'm assuming the ship has its own stats, yeah?
No. So that's actually one thing that
Oh.
makes this a little bit different than other like space combat-y systems is no, your ship does not have stats. You have stats to do stuff with your skip. If this
Cool.
so a defense roll, let's say, so here, let's just like resolve this. You have 3 attacks coming in. 2 of them are lasers and will hit this turn. 1 of them is a targeted weapon. If it succeeds an attack roll, it will hit. It has a speed of 2, so if it catches you, it will hit you, basically. So, yeah. You have basically 3 people who can decide if they're going to take a defense action here. Haley, Matt, and Taylor. If you take a defense action, you can't take any other crew action. You can't attack, you can't do repairs, you can't use your special, like, flip the engines or whatever different things you have.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
that would prevent me from using my overclock because that's a special
Yes.
ability. Okay.
Would it
I
be
reckon
that the
Haley should do
pilot
it. If
could-
she's maneuvering, I'd give it to Haley. I'm sorry, MM. No,
And
LL. Who are you?
You're
Fuck.
MM.
LL.
LL.
I'm
I'm
And-
MM.
If you don't take 3 different defense actions,
Yeah, they're still gonna
the
hit.
skip will automate defense.
Yeah.
And it's a flat D20. So
Okay, cool.
slightly
Yep,
worse
yep,
than
yep,
50-50 odds to
50-50.
To automate
There
that.
it is.
on
Yeah.
a normal attack. Yeah.
Nailed it. We found it.
So, which would you like to defend against? We'll resolve Haley's defense roll first here. What?
The
So
death
you-
mark one that sounds awful. I'd like
The hunter
to defend
killers?
again. The hunter
Yeah.
killer.
Okay. So, assuming that you're just doing like a piloting the ship roll, unless you want to tell me that you're doing something different, this would be just an
No.
agility check.
Yep.
D20.
+6.
+6, yeah, because of the crew
Yeah,
class.
insane.
Yeah. There's still a 1 on that dice.
There is still a 1 on that dice.
19.
Oh
Cool.
shit! Nice.
Yeah. So, because that ship, the ship B is at mid range. This
It's
is
DR10.
a DR10. So
Yeah.
you just needed to beat a 10 to do that, and you did. So yeah, basically that hunter killer missile like fires out the side of the ship and just like can't get a target lock and just whizzes off into the vastness of space. They miss the attack. There's 2 lasers that you need to resolve. Is anyone else doing a defense action?
What does the defense action do?
It means you
Like,
can't
what
do
am I-
anything else. but
It's
it
just like a
means-
defense action
mean,
in like
that's fine.
individual combat. If you don't want to, you don't have to defend. Like Haley
Right.
can just roll 2 flat d20s here, and
think-
like,
And then we leave it for other bits.
and you can take an attack action, a crew
And I want
action,
you
or
to
your
send off a
like,
mine. Explode things!
I mean, they are right behind us.
They are-
So
it's prime
You're
real
in really
estate.
good mine.
Yeah, we
territory.
Really good
Really
Okay.
good.
Okay, so no others. Haley, 2
Haley, do another one.
flat d20s.
Just flat d20s against DR12.
12?
That's 1 pass.
11.
Okay, so
One
one of
hit.
them hits. We'll go ahead and resolve the hit. That is 2d3, which is. I used my expanse dice, and they have a globe instead of a 6, and it really confused me. So
3 damage. Ow.
I rolled 2 3s, so you guys took 6 damage from that.
you.
Yeah, insane.
That one laser
Yeah.
really got us.
Yeah. So yeah, you get hit with a laser beam from one of the ships. The other one sort of fires off misses in its
Sorry,
space.
guys.
Cool.
We're just getting warmed up.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. That is your.
That was
defense
defending
actions.
against them.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Attacks.
I'm gonna
we
shoot.
will-
Yeah,
Yep.
now it's the gunner's turn.
It's not a fight if you don't get your nose bloody a little bit. So I'm going to first target B, because that was the lead ship. I'm using my D4. Oh gosh. I am gonna ripple that, because it did not go well.
You got this.
Why are we trusting me with anything important?
Because
So I'm gonna-
Because
I'm
you're
gonna-
trustworthy.
I'm gonna
You
spend.
got this.
There's no way I can justify brawn, and all my other stats are just +0. So this is just any stat. Oh, I do get a +1 because I'm the gunner. So I got that
Yes.
going. Okay, so I got 2
Oh, and
on
you
the
have
D4.
D4. Okay.
I got 2 on the D4. I get +1 for my gunner, so that's 3. So I just need a 9 or better on this dice. I've spent my ripple. That's a 5. Nope, just miss.
I give you my ripple.
No, that's the.
I give you my ripple. It's
Don't
the gun.
waste it on me.
It's the guns.
If you
just
want to spend a ripple, I will re-roll it. But Jesus Christ, I'm so fucking cursed. Oh. If you
spend
will,
the ripple.
okay.
I'm spending the ripple.
Hello, Raiders.
Hi,
Thanks for
Raiders.
joining us.
You can
We're playing-
rest after this.
Motherfucker, you had one job.
I switched dice. It was another natural 5, so no, still a miss.
Oh. All right. Well, 2 ripples down, and
Yeah. Please don't spend any more. I'm so
Yeah.
useless.
I have nothing left. I gave you
Yeah.
all of mine.
Drop the
Drop the mine.
We rest. We rested.
We
The mine-
rested?
We did rest since then, so you'd be able to re-roll your ripple dice. So I think it's a D2.
Okay,
So you have
D2.
that many.
Let me do this really quick before
Also,
we do
hello,
anything
Chaotic
else.
Fabulous. We're playing some Mörk
Hello.
Soul. We're
Yeah.
fighting in space, and I suck at rolling dice.
We may very well be may very well have a TPK this
it is
episode. So
possible.
Mhm.
okay, hold on. Let me. I got 2 ripples back. Take another one.
No, just don't waste them on me. Okay. I'll roll one more sad, pathetic dice.
I'm really sad that that person was a bot. That we just got
Yeah.
somebody jumped in with the name Airborne Thong, which is so good. That's a
Great name.
great name. How
Shame
dare
on the
you
bot
steal that for a
taking
bot?
good
Yeah.
name. Put numbers at the end of it or some
Yeah.
shit. Okay, that ripple got us there. It was a 17 on the dice, so
Hell
dirty
yeah.
20.
Yay!
Oh, yeah. That's a hit. Go ahead and roll
2d6, I think.
2d6. Yes, I believe
Yes.
that is.
Excellent. So this is against B. B is gonna take shit, I rolled decent damage. 8 damage.
Woohoo!
Assuming they don't have any shields.
8 damage. Cool. They do have a shield.
Oh fuck.
These are flat
Uh-oh.
cannons, yeah.
Flat cannons, yeah.
God. Okay, well, I'm rolling really well.
Yeah.
You still do damage, and they're flat cannons,
So
which means you hit.
now I get to keep rolling. So the way
Yes.
flat cannons work, I can shoot. If I get a successful hit, I can keep shooting up to 3 times as long as they're in the same quadrant. So when I said LL lined it up really well, you've put them all in that quadrant. So now I can keep shooting at them.
I remember that. Yes.
So I will take the second attack at. It has to be different targets. I can't just keep hitting the same one. So I'll take the second attack at A. I don't get the D4 anymore, but I still get my +1.
Yep.
8. It just misses.
Okay.
It's not a fumble.
No, it's all good. Cool. Okay, yeah. So you hit. I mean, 8 damage is a lot, and like that is a good damage amount. So yeah, your flat cannon sort of just chunks of metal start ripping into the capital, or it's not a capital ship, the head ship, the one that has a little like Jolly Roger.
There's a Jolly Roger painted on the
emblazoned,
side. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, okay, cool. So that is that attack.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor, your action.
Wait a mine. Legit forgot.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I was like, don't forget You can do whatever you want.
I was like, wait, we don't need the. Wait, I don't need shields. I don't. What was I doing?
Cool. Okay,
Mines.
so the way that the mine works, it is a special targeted weapon. It has a speed of 0.
Okay.
But when an enemy enters the quadrant that it's in on the first turn, Matt, interesting question here that I don't know we tested when we tested this. They're in the quadrant.
So it enters its zone.
The zone. They are in the zone. Like if you dropped it here, they're in that zone.
So this is where when we were mocking this out, that was the adjacency zone. Remember, to prevent that from happening.
Yeah,
so it would
that's
have to
true.
It would have to flow on movement the next round. So right now it's technically in our space. It's not.
That's right. Okay,
It's not able to bust anyone.
Good call.
We have to move to put it into a close zone, and then it will
Yeah.
be behind us.
Rad.
Beautiful.
Okay, so
That's what Colin was saying
Go to
earlier.
target.
That was what Colin was saying earlier about adjacent. Adjacent is the 4th zone, but it's only used for like niche cases like this. It's just where we spawn our missiles, our targeted weapons, before they go off and do things. Mines are just weird because they have no speed.
Rad. Yes, that is correct. Thank you, Matt, for the reminder. You will still make an attack roll to see if you do the thing.
This one has no roll. This one's
Oh
weird.
yeah, that's right. That's right. It doesn't. I
It's
forgot.
defense tests on
Yes,
theirs
because
whenever
it's
they
speed of
trigger
0.
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So no attack roll.
It's just
it fires. Yeah. You drop a mine out the back of your ship, and if they get near it, it's gonna blow up.
Enjoy.
Which, by the way,
Dodge that, motherfuckers!
as a note of how good it was that Haley aced that LL did that defense test. Had you not defended against the hunter killer missile, it would have spawned. I would have had to choose between trying to shoot it away or shooting the enemies. And now we've done all of our crew actions. Now is when targeted weapons would move. It would get to move 2, and it would move close, and then it would move adjacent, and it would blow up. And we'd be having a very sad time.
Yeah, we nailed it. We did a good job.
Yes.
So now is it back up to the bridge action?
Yep.
New
Rolling back to
round.
the top of the round. We did it. A round of space
A
combat.
round of space combat complete.
I still have the D4 to distribute. C.
Yep.
Yes.
C. I am going to give it this time to the pilot because now we have a mine that is just kind of hanging around, and it's like, Marius just like, get us the fuck away from it.
So, with the helm action, one of the other things you can do is attempt to move more than one space. That is an agility check, I guess a helm action check. Like, which we're kind of saying with skip things, it's like kind of whatever you can determine it is. So if you're like, I am fucking, our power steering is out and I'm brawning my way through steering the ship, like we can make that argument kind of thing. But
Braun, you can make a case for Braun if you were trying to do the fucking interstellar move and like get close to an event horizon but not fall into it, and you're just having to hold the joystick in place. That could be a Braun piloting check, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So a D4, you can either you basically will have that for whatever action that you do in the helm position.
Okay.
And you
That's
can
me, I think.
Yes. So that'll be you're giving the D4 to Haley. So you're directing power, supervising the helm, whatever.
Yeah.
Cool. Sweet. And
Yeah.
then Haley, helm action time.
Yes.
So
I'm gonna do
now-
a little flippy dip to get away from the mine and shunt it into their quadrants, or however it works. I don't know how. I think I need to move left again, right? To just move them further away.
Yeah.
If
But I don't want to. You said to move 2, but I don't know if I want to move 2 because then I might. Will they skip past the mark?
Everyone would move 2. And then
Everyone would move 2.
if we move 2, everything moves relative to us. So the mine and all 3 of their ships would move 2, and then the ships would get their movement and move to wherever they're gonna go.
So then
It just
this
puts
guy
us-
is
It
right
puts
here.
us further away from them, which could be advantageous because they just tried to shoot a missile at us. So we're like, oh fuck, we need to get some space. Like, it also makes their shots harder. It makes our shots harder because they're further away. Actually, because they have Laz,
Yeah.
they don't care as
Doesn't
much
matter.
about range
No,
except for the
that's
hunter
what I
killer
was
missile.
thinking.
So
So I think I only want to do what? Can I make a defensive move? So can I be doing like evasive maneuvering as my maneuver rather than move 2? So then maybe I can have a higher DR for them to hit me, or
Yeah.
I can or I can do an advantage defense roll, or I don't know, whatever.
Yes.
Whatever
So
the ruling is. for
evasive maneuvers are a like advanced helm action. So
Okay.
you can make a roll to do that. If you succeed, you are -2 DR to hit. You're harder to hit, but you get +4 DR on attacks. So your attacks are going to be +4.
the big struggle there is evasive maneuvers means we would not move,
And
so
you don't
we would
move, yeah.
be ducking and
Oh, you
dipping, and
don't
they would
move.
catch up. So
Yeah.
we'd be in the same
Okay,
spot as
sorry,
the
then no.
mine.
Then that's not what
But-
I'm after. Then I just want to move 1 forward then.
Would there be enough asteroids that we could get cover? Is there enough
Yeah,
debris around that we could find
Yeah.
cover?
for sure. I'll say definitely light cover.
Then I want
if
to
you'd like
find
to.
light cover then if that's my role.
Yeah. So
I'm going to move 1 forward, leaving that mine behind, and I want to find cover in the next quadrant. Is that okay?
yeah, I think with the cover stuff is still very up in the air, and I don't know how that
So-
works with movement. But
Basically, it's entirely left up to GM discretion as to like if it requires a test or if it requires nothing. So, but if you
Yeah.
say like I'm taking cover, the intent is like which ability would make the most sense? Are you using agility to like maneuver behind something that's moving really fast, or are you using like spine to spot something where it might be hard to find cover? That kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll go ahead. We'll make it a test since you have a D4. We might as well make you use it. So, I guess what ability would you like to use here? Agility.
My
is
agility
your-
to weave between the what was it, asteroids?
Asteroids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like in an
But
asteroid belt.
But I'm also keeping the butt free for the guns.
Nice.
Cool.
All right.
Set that ass free.
Set that ass free. 13 plus 5 plus 6, so 19.
Yay!
Yeah.
Success. So yeah, you're moving quadrant 4 again, same direction that you went. Okay, so you are gonna move stations. Fucked off completely. Everybody moves back. The mine moves there. I'll give this a little mine.
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 Mine. Mine.
Mine. This is just the same brain cell all over again.
You did it.
There we go. So mine is there. And yes, now you
And
have
now the station's way out there.
cover. We're gonna do that. I don't know. Green.
I love it. That actually makes me feel very protected.
Yeah.
No, I forgot that the line. Can you put the lines back?
For the visuals.
Oh yeah. There we go.
Shield
Got a little
over
shield
it.
on us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I love it. It makes me happy.
Cool. All right. So that is your movement, Haley's action for this round. They will move now.
So the neat thing is, last time you could only roll 1 defense test, and then we were just raw dogging D20s against DR12. Now, even if none of us do a defense, it's going to be DR10 baseline because you've given us light cover, so all of those rolls are now easier, even if we have no modifiers going towards them.
Beautiful.
Rad. So okay. So this is where it gets a little bit like I think GM discretion-y as well of just like, are these people just gonna fly into a zone with a mine? But I think they do. I think the defense test, like, I don't know. This is a weird thing.
Are they cocky or are they not cocky?
Yeah.
Like, how confident
Well-
are they in their piloting skills?
I think I originally defined the mine as like, you know, the big fucking things that are underwater in like
Yeah.
submarine combat, but like
Mhm.
I think they're actually probably just like high explosive. They're like
Are they
this
more like
fucking
the Jango
big.
Fett, like Sonic
Yeah,
Boom
yeah,
cartridges?
exactly.
Yeah.
They're you know they're fucking the size of a large dog or a small dog, and
Yeah.
they pack a bunch of explosives.
So mechanically-
targeted as well. That mean it is linked to us, like, you know, aiming it towards something, even if the thing is 0. It's got some sort. It's got magnets.
So, yeah,
targeted
normal-
is like the rule. It's the class of weapon for the rules. It just means that
Yeah.
you could swat it out of the sky with point defense. So like
Yeah.
if they saw
And-
it and were like fuck,
Yes.
they could shoot it before it goes off.
Okay.
And that
Yep, yep,
technically
yep,
they
yep,
have
yep.
their own speed.
Yeah,
Mines are just weird because
mines are
they
weird.
don't
I
have an attack
understand.
roll and they don't have speed. They just exist. And if someone enters their zone, that's a thing. So,
Yeah,
yeah, this guy goes here.
and they could full expression of the mechanics. You could say, oh, this guy's gonna see the mine and like fuck, and like try and move another
Yeah.
one, and you'd have to roll to see if that helm action could happen.
Yeah. And technically, I mean, like, if I wanted to be really mean, they could, like, boom, 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 and, like, oh, none of
Avoid
them
it.
went into the mine. But,
Yeah.
I mean, if I really wanted to, I think they're cocky enough. This is fast enough pace that I don't think I'm going to even roll for it. I'd also maybe just roll, like, a d20 to see if they, like, saw it and avoided it. But in this case, I'm fine with just being like, fuck it. They're flying directly into the mine. This guy's going to move up here.
There's three of them and one of us. They're cocky as shit.
Yeah. I'm actually this guy is going to go around this direction. Try to get like a side shot on you all as he flies in. He's still in
Nice.
far range. Radical. So that is their movement. I believe we determined the mines go off now, right, Matt?
So the mine is armed. It will detonate.
Armed,
It's
yes.
the same way as other stuff. It'll detonate after crew actions. So it's the same way
Right,
as other
right,
missiles.
right.
The hunter killer missile waits to move until it goes. In the same way, the mine is going to wait until the end of the turn to go boom.
Yes, cool. Thank you. Perfect. So it's armed. We'll actually mark that with red. I originally changed that, but cool. Okay, sweet. So the mine is there. It's armed. They are going to make attacks. Same as before. Hunter killer from this guy. I need, if anybody, well, so he fires. We'll have a defense roll if that rolls, and then 2 lasers. So that's the end of their turn. There are 3 attacks incoming again. One of them is a hunter killer.
Taylor, did you want to do a
Are they going for the mine at all?
Yeah, are any of them shooting at the
possibly.
mine, or are they leaving it?
They don't have point defense.
Oh shit. Oh well, yeah,
does
the
that mean?
lasers could, but yeah.
What does point
Yeah, I
defense?
mean, I think my thinking was that lasers are not,
Are they not
Like,
used for point defense?
they can't be used for point defense. You have to have a
Kinetic.
like kinetic
Okay.
weapon for point defense. Point defense in my mind is more like fucking just like flares or like you
Yeah.
know you're firing a bunch of bullets. So on the off chance that like that mine or torpedo or whatever hits the thing, like
Yeah, gotcha.
that's what happens.
So, unless Taylor wants to do a defense test, I'm gonna stick with shooting. Unless Taylor
you
wants
can
to do a
shoot.
defense test, then I think we're just 3 naked d20s, but we got the cover bonus.
Yep.
Yeah. What are you
All
gonna
right.
do, Taylor?
So
Yeah.
hang on, if I do a defense,
Then we stop
Thingy.
that hunter killer.
okay, yeah, I'll do that. But
You
does
can do
that that doesn't impact Oliver's ability to shoot, does it?
No, I can still shoot.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
I want to stop the big bad thing.
Get him.
So it's just a straight D20.
It's whatever you're using to roll
Yeah,
defense.
look at your skills and
Yeah,
make
your
a
highest
convincing
skill,
argument to the
basically, is your-
DM.
Make an argument for
Yeah.
which one of those is most applicable. You're looking at a bunch of negative 1s
Yeah,
and 2s
yeah,
and
yeah.
3s, aren't you?
Agility, -1. Spine, -3. Smarts, -2. Brawn, 0.
not to super metagame this. You're actually better off just letting the ship roll this.
You kind of are.
Because the best you can do is the same as the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
you,
you
may
could
as
do
well
a
use it
repair
to
test.
Do something else.
You
could
could
a
do-
repair test.
Repairs to try to fix the damage that's
We
given.
took
Yeah.
6 damage. You could absolutely do a repair and potentially patch up our hull.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
Okay,
Cool.
cool. So Haley, 3 flat d20s. You are testing against.
Trying to beat 10. I got a 10.
Nice.
Nice.
The Hunter Killer was technically DR6 because it's
Natural
DR8.
20.
Oh,
Hey!
shit.
Amazing.
Hey!
Incredible.
That
Well,
lets us do a
critical.
thing.
Yeah.
What is the thing?
Yep. There's critical defense. So we'll cover that in just a second.
Yeah. Keep going.
We'll go ahead and just see what this last one is.
A 10 again. What the fuck?
10. So yeah, you
Nice.
have
We'll take it.
successfully dodged. Yeah, the
That's
hunter
right, 'cause the
killers
cover.
are technically DR6. So
The
yeah,
two
everything.
labs were both DR10. You aced
Oh.
those.
Yep.
And a critical on defense is your skip can either move one zone for free, or you get a free attack with any weapon system against the attacker.
What was that? Sorry, I literally blanked out the second option. I don't know why.
We
You get a
either
free
move,
attack.
yeah,
It's
we move
opportunity
for free.
Yeah,
Or-
should we do an opportunity attack?
Let's
I'm
do
down.
it.
Yeah.
Can we do the guns twice though? Is that
Mhm.
how it works?
Yes.
'Cause it's
Free,
giving us a free
not
attack
going
from
to ruin
something else.
anything to Oliver. Excellent.
Yes.
I say, Oliver, I got you lined up for 2 extra shots.
You are
Well,
swinging
one
us
extra
around
shot,
these
sorry.
asteroids with proficiency, and I enjoy it.
Swing that ass.
Swing that.
I just typed into chat deep GPT, find cover,
Find
enter.
cover.
Swing
now-
ass around. Click.
So are we saying that was it B or A's Laz that was against?
It was the second one because I was going up in order
Okay,
there.
so B.
CBA. So it'll
Nice.
be B. Yeah.
So DR12 for close range. Because of the cover, I take that penalty. So DR14. But it's for free,
Yes.
so it costs us nothing to try it.
Yeah.
And I get +1, so this is D20 +1. And I crit.
Yay!
Amazing. A crit on a crit.
Retaining crit.
Yeah.
Get
Love a
fucked,
hat on a hat.
Pirates.
Amazing.
This is gonna deal double damage, and they roll on the system failure table.
Yeah.
Kaboom,
Incredible.
motherfucker! And there's a bomb that's still hanging out. So
Is this which one was this at? Is it B or
That
A?
was it, B.
B.
Nice.
where the communications came from. So
That's 18 points of damage. Or sorry,
Nice.
16. 8 times 2. 16
Okay.
points of damage.
Damn it.
Let me go ahead and roll their D4.
Yep.
For their
Because
shields.
it's gonna make all the difference.
like, yeah, it's gonna do
Okay,
anything.
Cool.
we say that. and
It
then Connor's
literally
gonna be like,
they
"Ah,
have
fuck you
they have
guys."
12 health left. So you hit that. If they had rolled a 4, you still would have killed them. But interesting. We'll go ahead and roll the system damage just to see what happens.
See what would happen.
It explodes. They
What it
explode,
looks
explodes,
like.
the mines explodes, ship A. Let's keep chaining this bitch.
So the system damage table is a special table in the thing. It mostly applies to PCs, but it'll apply here to see what takes damage in this critical hit. It is the cargo that you have hit. So we don't have what happens on a failure of cargo, but I will just dictate that, like, they're, illicit pirates.
So this would, if it was us happening, we
Yeah.
would roll the cargo die, and on a fumble, our die would go down. Meaning that because the cargo got hit, we just vented some shit that we cared about into space.
Right.
In this case, it's kind of bad for us because we just shot up the thing that we might loot after this fight's over, but
It'll be fine.
it'll be fine.
Jetpack.
We'll scoop it out.
we'll,
Yeah.
we'll clear. We'll send some
Just
scanners
open
out
up
there.
the cargo and
Yeah.
back it up towards the floating stuff.
We'll just
It'll catch down
we'll just
gravity.
Kirby mouth our way through this
Yeah.
debris
Yeah.
field we're creating.
We're just gonna back that ass
Beautiful.
up.
I have a jetpack, so I can go and get the minus stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Well,
Amazing.
so if they were still alive, their cargo hold would be inoperable until they fix it. But they're not, and they explosively decompress, sending shards of ship everywhere as you just
Venting.
eviscerate them.
Venting
Oops.
arrogant asshole into the vacuum of
Yeah,
space.
I'm gonna say, like, you like hit in such a way that the oxygenated, like, atmosphered portion of their ship vented hard into the unatmosphered cargo of their ship and basically turned, like, part of the middle of their ship into a gun that just shot out the back of their ship because of the explosive decompression. And yeah, you just see, like, some cargo pods and shit, like, go flying out the back, and this piece of metal launched at high speeds
Just like
as you
little frozen marbles of people.
Mhm.
yeah.
I love the
Uh,
shit talking that's happening via text on the map.
Die, motherfucker!
Incredible. Cool. So B is dead. The captain is not very happy or very alive.
Or very alive, yeah.
And then you have another attack.
Yeah, so now it's just my normal crew action attack. And I'm
You
gonna
send him a text, Mel.
Well, that one was Matt. I ended up saying, die, motherfucker.
I'm gonna pivot the turret around to focus on C because I want to leave A for the mine. Like I'm calling A potentially taken care of. So even though C is gonna be a real tough shot, we'll see if I just keep rolling stuff. I'm just gonna send over the comms. One down. Back to the pattern with you. So it's DR 16 because of far range, DR 18 because shooting around our own cover. So I need a 17 or higher on the dice. I crit again.
I was waiting. I knew it was coming. Incredible.
Staying this
The guys
bitch.
are rewarding us for using our ripples earlier.
Yeah.
They really
Yes.
are. Oops, all crits.
Incredible.
Indeed, Luna. Let's see if I can crit the damage dice. I will say I've rolled a 6 on my metal d6 this entire time. The other one's flagging a bit. So that's just 14 points of damage to that guy out there.
All right. Ooh, interesting. Okay, I'm gonna roll this again. I rolled a 10 on their system damage, which is just another module. So I don't know what modules they have on their ship.
Yeah.
So I'm re-rolling. Oh fuck. I rolled a 5, which is crew. So you have done critical system damage to their crew.
All the
which
crew
is,
take 1d6 damage.
Yep. Which...
Did you just crit?
Roll a 6.
Insane.
This is that scene in Expanse where like they get caught unawares and the bullets just riddle through the main cabin.
Yeah.
And you just see like bodies like floating out of chairs, or like there's like holes in chests and they're stuck into the strapped down like command modules.
Okay, what damage did you roll? You rolled a 14?
I rolled 14. That was after the double. I rolled 14
After
total
double,
damage. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you guys don't see this because you're not on their skip, but as your flak cannons just
They
eviscerate.
turned their comms camera on.
I send this like, a comms message and it's just meat against the other.
Yeah. Holy shit. Okay, well, yeah. So from the outside, their ship looks fairly okay. This ship actually had. Oh wait, never mind. I did this on the wrong ship.
Damn it.
It's okay. This still looks pretty okay. They still have 5 health left. It doesn't matter because everyone on the ship is dead. So, just dead in the water. The skip. Yeah. So from the distance you're at, you sort of Hail Mary just. And you see very little, actually, from your point of view. From their point of view, they're like, oh, how cute. They're firing at us from this distance. And as they think that, just a hailstorm of bullets rain directly through the helm and the bridge. Just absolutely eviscerating everyone inside. As the crew takes 6 damage. Which I was like, they won't be dead in the water unless I roll max damage on this die. And then I rolled a 6, and holy shit. Yeah, so their skip is out there. It has 5 health left, and probably
Kinetic weapon, keep going.
best condition.
There's no one else in the quadrant, so I can't keep sending the shots. But
okay, sorry. Yes,
no,
sorry,
it's okay.
I forgot
No,
about
it's all
that.
good.
I mean, yes, theoretically.
We can loot them later. The ship is
Yeah.
still hanging.
A
Yeah,
very
you have-
lootable skip floating out there.
New weapons, new laser weapons. The hunter markers out
The
there.
hunter-killer
the
missiles.
The hunter killer missiles are there.
Killer.
All right. End of turn. The mine goes off.
Oh, Taylor gets to go.
Oh yeah,
did
Taylor.
not go
Yeah,
yet.
sorry. Yes, I forgot.
Grab the ship. Smack some stuff
Yeah.
with your spanner.
So
Yeah.
if you're gonna do repairs, it's gonna be a DR 12, I believe. Smarts check to repair.
Well,
You got this. You got this. I believe in you.
You got this. I believe in you. Jinx.
What was the DR?
12.
Smarts.
Yeah.
Yes.
I rolled a 12.
Oh,
Ah.
you're a
Minus 2.
Yeah.
Rip.
Damn.
Do I have a ripple?
You do have a ripple.
I
mean,
mean, might
we've
as well.
already
There's
fucked-
one ship left.
There's
it
one
again.
ship
One ship
left.
left.
I still have one ripple, so if you won't use it,
Nope.
I'll give it to you.
That was worse.
Ah,
That
bummer.
was a 2.
Oh.
Fuck.
I will
Damn.
give you my ripple.
Nope. Save it for
Do
something
it.
else.
Nope. You. Do it.
Are you sure?
Do it, damn it.
Do it.
Repair that ship. We're about to rest after this anyway.
Yay!
Interesting.
Fuck yeah! Yeah, we don't have anything crit.
We
for
don't
the
really have
repair
a
action.
crit. Yeah.
Double repair. I
Yeah, we'll double the die. So roll a d6, and it'll be double repair.
We're just breaking this game in the best way
First
possible.
one. First
I
is
mean,
wait.
I'm
double
literally
dice
just
when
adding
rolling
the crit
3d6?
rule in there now.
so just
Or-
1d6 times 2.
Yeah.
6. I rolled a 3.
Well, that's perfect. We're back to max health.
Back to full health.
to
Yeah.
max-
Woohoo!
Yeah. So you're just kind of like walking around, just like repair taping the couple holes that you have in the skip.
Oh yeah, because I have that. We have that repair
Yeah,
tape.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Radical. Okay. Cool. Well, that
Oh,
means there's
motherfucker!
one skip left. The mine is gonna go off,
Woohoo!
which is. Do you have the damage written down on that? I think it's
I do.
3d10.
It's 3d10. They get a test against it.
They get
so
a
they
test,
get
yes.
a
Oh, can I roll
DR12
that?
defense test.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to
We
roll a
sent it-
3d10 for sure.
I get to
We
roll
sent a
3d10.
projection of us.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right. Sorry. What? So okay.
So they do a defense test, which is just flat because they have no stats.
Yes.
Don't tell us the answer yet, Taylor.
It's a 5.
Okay.
Now tell us.
Now tell us.
3d10. How much damage?
3.
23.
I shit you not. This skip has 24.
Oh!
They are floating with 1 hit point. I mean,
Damn it!
at this
Should we
point,
should we just board them?
Yeah.
at this point, they I think are going to try to run away. I rolled their
May
morale.
even move.
They can. They didn't take system damage. I don't. There's a weird level of just like, oh hey, yeah, you're at 1 hit point, but like
Yeah.
it isn't from anything you're not like gushing from an artery. You're just bleeding a lot.
If they get to
And
0, then
losing
they'd be
fuel
rolling.
real
They'd be
bad
rolling
quick.
on it, but yeah.
Yep. They are still technically a ship that can fly and do stuff.
Yep.
Um.
Incredible.
So they are gonna run.
We get to move though. So now
We
now
need
it's
to go first.
top of the order. So we're
So yep.
what do we want to do?
Breach.
And I'll
Breach.
say,
Ooh.
I will say in this situation, if you want to dock, you can. That'll be a advanced helm action to essentially dock with their ship before they get away.
We get into
Docking.
combat with the people though, right? So we should just keep shooting their ship.
I would shoot
We're
the
gonna
ship.
get in
It's just
contact.
right there.
Or just offer terms.
Yeah.
We'll take what they got.
Yeah.
The other thing too, though, is if we let them go, they'll let their little friends show up.
Well,
Not
no,
too
they'll
keen.
let their friends know not to fuck with us.
Yeah.
A reputation for us.
Yes, reputation.
All right, then let's dock these bitches.
Freezing.
Shut up. Anyway,
Yeah, let's tell them what we're gonna do first and see if they agree with us. Otherwise,
Consent is
we'll
key.
yeah, consent is key. Send them a message, Mari. Ask them if they're happy to drop their shit off. Use your muscles to
I
intimidate.
seriously thought you were gonna go for a very different angle,
Yep.
Haley, and I'm very glad you didn't.
I'm an innocent little baby.
No, you're not.
Baby. I'm just a baby.
All right, we're coming on board then. Matt, shut up.
I love it.
Immediately grab the phone off of Mari and I'm like, Mari, you're shit at this. Oi. We will board your ship and leave if you give us your loot. Otherwise, we'll shoot you out of the sky? The space. We'll shoot you into space.
We'll shoot you into the void.
Much
Do we
better.
have consent to dock?
You get no response.
Oh.
Presumably because they are freaking the fuck out about how low their ship is and like trying to run still.
You have 5 seconds before we fight. Oh, damn it, I peeked. I just want you to know that the voice just got higher and higher
I
until
love
she
it.
yelled fire the guns.
So
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
we're gonna resolve this like a regular round of combat. So
Okay.
movement. If you're trying to dock, it'll be
not gonna respond.
they did not respond. No.
Okay, so then we are going to shoot them. Not dock. I don't want to go into combat. Do you want to get into combat with pirates? Do you?
I mean, I was voting
I
for
have one-
shooting them out of
I
the
have
sky
one-
anyway.
I have 1 hit point, so I'm not a
Yeah.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Oh, I have 7
Horrifying.
hit points, so like.
It would be enjoyable to see their faces, knowing that we kicked their asses handedly. But it is more risky. I'm fine either way. Something's
Up to
penetrating
you,
their
Mari.
ship, be it bullets or us.
Freezing.
I intended it.
I knew I liked you.
Oh God.
What do you want to do, Mari? Guns or hell? You decide.
We were taking their shit, right?
Orders, Mari?
Considering it would be me at the forefront instead of all of you.
Thought you were gonna say foreplay. Disappointing.
Just shoot the damn thing.
Shooting.
Done.
I know it's not my turn in the order of stuff, but yes.
I mean, I'm moving. Can I stay? How does it work? If I move, I have to move, then they move as well to catch up with us, but they're gonna run. So I'm going to stay, and
Like-
if they run, they can only move 1 quadrant away, which only makes it 1 harder, not 2 harder, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, essentially they'll stay in close no matter where you move, unless you try to like move to. But you can save your action and take like an attack action or whatever. Like I guess you only have 1, 2. You can try to launch a mine at them, I guess.
Yeah.
No,
Real good coverage.
when my turn ends, they get a move, right?
So
Yeah.
in this
They might
case,
move too.
in this case, could LL move such that they are in adjacent? We're just moving alongside them. That
Yeah,
way, no
well, yeah,
matter
that's
which
what I'm
direction they
doing.
go in,
Sure.
they're only in close unless they try to punch the engines and take a risk and try and get further away. In which case, we
Sure.
just deal with that.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I'm on top of them.
Cool.
Yep.
I'm following them. That's my maneuver.
Yeah.
Follow.
You being a power top?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So
Okay.
new.
They are going to attempt to punch the engines. That was cocked. They do not do it. So, we will say, I guess, really, technically, that means they just don't move at all. Like,
Yeah.
if they attempt a double
Oh,
movement
shit.
and they don't move, yeah, you're out
Yeah.
from behind the asteroid, I guess.
Yeah.
You could delete that. So yeah, they don't move. They're still adjacent range.
Oh, they're
Is
fucked.
this bad?
Well,
Is this bad for us? They're
No.
close?
they
Okay.
still count as close for all targeting purposes and all that kind of stuff.
But they're still like a decent away from us that
We're
we
not
can
gonna
shoot
bump
them.
into them. Yeah.
No.
Cool. I forget that it's like 360. Space fucking flight freaks me the shit out because there's no up and
It's
down.
3D.
It just
This-
is.
Yeah.
The map, how
I
come the
think-
maps are never 3D? They're just blips. And it's like, how do you know how far away they are?
It's really hard to do 3D maps. It's really
Yeah.
hard.
I think the way that we would rule this, basically, like your movement, is not that they're in adjacent. It's that like you have done a maneuver essentially to like lock with them, like so that no matter how they're moving, like they're
Yeah.
staying in close range, no matter
We're doing
what
a
happens.
pursuit maneuver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. which might be something to add. I don't know. We'll think
I've
about it.
taken a
Add
note.
to the rules.
Cool.
Yep.
And only just because it like clarifies things,
Yeah.
and not because you really need it, just because it just adds that option. It's like, oh, excellent, that's something you can do. That's not a question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Invert the order of operations on when skip movement happens, so you can like, well, I want to move wherever they move. I'm
Yeah.
chasing after them. Yeah.
Cool. Radical. So, you attacking?
It's like, guns.
Yeah. The
Use that
guns.
before.
I don't have a D4 because we attempted
Mari-
negotiations with the bridge, or did you give me the D4?
I thought that Mari said the guns, right? When
Okay.
she said shoot, that was the choice. That
Okay.
was my
Gotcha.
that was my thinking.
That was the narrative around giving the
Yeah,
D4.
shoot
Got it.
'em.
Shoot them! Did I roll high enough on the D4 to make it matter? Yes, exactly. So I rolled 9 on the D20, 10 with my bonus, and then I rolled 2 on the D4. So the D4 made the difference. I hit the DR12.
Yay!
And, yeah, unless they've got a shield. So this roll could matter. 8 points of damage.
Yep, it does not matter. Yeah, you again, like, they're scrambling on their ship. They've attempted to punch the engines. Nothing happened. I'm imagining this is like, they full throttle it and it like stalls out. You kind of see a little bit of smoke billow out of the back of their engines.
It's the Anakin Skywalker pod racer.
Yeah. And yeah, you just lock the flak cannons on and just right down the middle, their ship sort of just like splits in half as they are dead. And that is skip
Hell
combat.
yes.
Woo! We did it.
Love it.
The ships.
Hunter killer. Hunter killer.
So, okay. Yeah, we will do this for the 2 non-hunter killer ships since they are dead. Whoever wants to do it, I need a roll on the cargo die. I believe your cargo die is a D4.
Do
Or it
not
went up.
trust
It
me
was-
with this.
Was it a D4 or was it a D6? Did it go up last time?
Has Mel rolled
Yes.
it all?
I do not think we know what I don't think we know what our cargo die is. We have
Uh,
5 cargo
uh,
slots, but we don't know what it is.
I have a
It's a
D4
D4.
as cargo die.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Never mind. My
I wrote
bad.
it down at some point. It literally just says cargo D4. So I
You
wrote it
started
down
at
for my-
D4
Gotcha.
cargo die when you make your skip. So
Cool.
Roll that die, Mel.
Oh god. Okay,
roll
hold
me a
on.
D4.
Roll the D4. That's a 3.
Okay. So the way that this works, the cargo die, if you roll a 4 in that situation, your cargo die goes up a size.
Damn it.
So what this basically looks like narratively is like there was some good cargo, you acquired some stuff. It's like relatively though the relative wealth of your skip didn't really go up.
Okay.
So narratively you have more cargo, you loot some of their stuff from that. But you didn't like find enough good shit, or like too much of it was blown up for it to be like worth enough to actually increase your overall wealth level.
Okay.
However, now you can attempt, if you would like, to remove the hunter killer module.
Yes.
So
Could I argue for a brawn check? I'll take this. Yoink. 5-finger
yeah.
discount. Really?
Let's see. I'll say
Taylor, what's your class do? Your hermetic grease monkey.
Let me go back to it.
Oh, okay, you got the very big
Yeah.
spanner, so I don't think
Yeah.
you got any of the bonuses for like repairs or salvage or something.
Oh, is that it? Just the spanner
Just
is
the big
from
old
my.
spanner.
I just get
Yeah.
a big ass weapon. Okay.
yeah.
Cargo die, cargo size.
Probably
Wait,
needs
where
a
is
little
it?
bit of a
I think that one needs a
Needs a
second
little
table.
tuning.
That one needs a second table because most of the classes get 2 tables. I think
Yeah.
that one's one of the older ones.
Okay, so
Roll on the
Here's what
table
else.
again.
someone give me a smarts test.
Nope.
Do any of us have smarts?
I have 2 in smarts.
Ooh, go, Mel.
There we go.
Oh shit.
Get it.
Okay.
We're rocking zeros and negatives, man. What do you want?
I got a 1.
You got a what? Yeah.
Okay.
I have a ripple. No, did I use my ripple?
Did
I
you
did
use
use
the
my
ripple?
ripple.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
used
I have
every
one
all-
left.
'Cause then
I have
crit-
one
I
left,
crit on
so
yours.
I am definitely using that really quick. So I'm so glad I did. 17.
Nice.
Okay. Cool. Then yeah, so basically what I was gonna say is if you had made a smarts check and you'd failed it, you could still attempt a brawn check to like rip out what you think is the module. Depending on how that went, you might end up with more or less of this module than you meant to. However, since you passed a smarts check, I will say you managed to get it uninstalled from their ship.
Hooray.
You now, in your cargo, have a hunter-killer missile module.
Nice.
You don't have
The missile.
So you have like the missiles and the tube that the missiles fire out of.
Okay.
We need a
You
weapon
don't have a
hard point.
hard point to
Yeah.
install this on.
Okay.
When you get to a station, you could pay someone to swap out one of the weapons that you have on a hard point. You could try to buy a new weapon hard point for your skip. Like you could, or you could just try to sell the hunter killers. Like there's options there as well.
Yeah.
But you now have that. It can go in your cargo. You could attempt to install it at a station, if you would like. That's going to be probably a pretty high smarts roll, though. So, and potentially a couple rolls off of that. But you
We
managed
have
to
it.
loot it just fine. Yeah, basically the thing that let you loot that is the fact that the skip is dead in the water. Had the skip blown up, you probably
be
wouldn't
gone.
have gotten that. But we'll go ahead. Give me one more roll on the cargo die. Whoever would like to do it. It's just a D4.
Should I do it again?
Go. Don't trust me with it. Mm-mm.
I don't know if you should trust me with it.
What about Haley?
Haley, you want to do it or do you want me to do it?
You can do it.
Okay. 3 again.
Ah, bummer.
Nothing bad can happen here.
Yeah.
When you spend cargo, you could potentially roll a 1 and go down a size in cargo die. But when you're acquiring cargo, this is just if you rolled a 4, it can go up.
Okay.
I rolled just to see, and I got a 2 anyway.
Okay.
So yeah, you acquire the hunter killer. Your cargo, you've gotten some good
I
like
should have done it.
tradable cargo stuff for when you get to your next station. But yeah, you're free now from the pirates. You have left a ray of light from synthetic, or you've left synthetic dawn. You now see the ray of light from synthetic dawn.
We did it.
Yeah, and where would you like to go now? I guess this
We
is.
want to go sell the Scourge artifact, right?
We should find some place to do something with it.
Yes.
Considering my background, is there a place where I would know
Ooh.
of having like good people to sell it to? Or we could get the
There are
most monies?
backgrounds?
No, background is in like her class is the ex syndicate enforcer. It's like she used to work for a criminal
Oh.
syndicate.
Yeah. So you are not, it doesn't really matter, just like give you some like overview of where you're at right now. You're in the brink. The brink is what stands basically between the outside, which is where the pattern just devolves into nothingness. Skips don't work. Potentially sublight could like burn in outside, but like that's it. The brink is just like a very lawless, open and chaotic place.
It's the outer rim.
fringes, yeah. The fringes of the pattern sort of fall apart here, and so like some weird shit happens in the brink.
Okay.
You would have been probably from like your syndicate time would have been mostly spent in this area, like in the brink itself. And that, to be clear here, the brink is millions upon millions upon millions of systems. Like there are infinite not infinite. There's a shitload of stars in this galaxy,
Right.
and I guess universe really the span. So yeah, you can go wherever you want. You can find a place. We can say yes that your background would potentially help you find somewhere. And if you want, because I think you rolled the you are addicted to the vices you peddled.
Yep.
Yes.
Which could be interesting if you want to make that like. I had this idea for one of the like drugs actually just being like a hit of null. And like just a little
Fuck yeah.
dosage of the outside. And so we could say that is like your
Microdosing heavy math.
yeah, exactly.
I'm secretly attracted to Oliver this entire time. No,
Ha-ha.
it's true.
Who isn't really?
I knew
That's
you'd
true.
come around.
Don't. Mm-mm.
Mm.
You could have dropped the last word on that.
Well, in zero gravity, it really is all around. So
Yes.
All right, then let's go to the nearest planet where I can get a null fixed, and we could see if we could sell the Scourge artifact.
cool.
See what price we can get for the gun, maybe, and or what it's going to cost to get it installed. All those bits.
Installed.
Robert,
Revertables, no.
I need
There
that
we
on
go.
a t-shirt
That-
with like
it needs
big.
ice cream on it.
I need that with like big mommy milkers xenomorph.
Yes.
Give me big titty xenomorph in space. No one can hear you cream.
Amazing.
I'm making this.
Oh my god, I want that.
Look.
I'll take 2.
Look, I'm
Yeah, can
not.
you
I'm not
put me on
saying
one?
that me and Billy are talking about how to do merch, but I'm not saying it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it.
Amazing.
Oh my god. We would get a much larger fan base if we ended up having that as our that's our merch. Or it could just be a Has-Been Wizard exclusive, just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be a Mork Soul. It's how we're gonna raise money for Mork
Yep.
Soul.
There's a special,
I love
there's a
it.
special crowdfunding
Special tier.
tier
Yeah.
where you get the.
Is Alien open license? I would hope so.
No, it is
Ah,
not.
fuck. Damn it.
Yeah. Damn.
We'll-
All right. Well,
we'll
we'll
make
make
some
this
Scourge
happen.
warped.
Yeah.
We'll make some big mommy
Yeah.
milker Scourge warped. It'll be fine.
Incredible. Yes. I'm in for it.
Okay.
Can I
yeah.
spend time, like, on our way back to whatever port, can I spend time with the artifact?
Oh,
Oh,
you beat me
shit.
to it. I 100% want to.
Oh god, the ship's gonna blow up.
No.
Yeah. So
I just want to know what this thing is.
yeah,
What it
so-
does,
so
and-
there there is no like time for travel in the span. Faster than light, you are not there and then you're there. Is the way that works. But in the time you could like take a little bit. You know, you're alone in this system now. Like you're not in danger anymore. You could take a minute to like check out the ship and like hug the Scourge artifact, and you know you can warm up the skip drive to skip to the next to wherever you're going, to the station.
Maybe Oliver walks into the room just as MM is already in there, and we both just look at each other like, you want to look at it too, don't you?
Oh god.
I won't tell if you won't tell.
Could I have gotten like a skull off of one of the pirates we killed?
Sure.
Yes.
I have a broken helmet.
No, I want the skull because I was
Okay.
going to give our friend a toupee, and I wanted to see if proximity to the artifact would assist in it.
A what?
I'll set the skull like near, and then I'm gonna get out the little containment unit that I'm storing the roast beef slab of Scourge rot that I extracted from.
Oh.
You just hear like ting 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 as something is rolling towards you, and you just see like a little vial of synthetic growth hormone. Little head just disappears. Like, I don't need it.
We have an
Love you.
audience.
So what are you attempting?
Take Oliver's.
Yeah,
I
Oliver's
thought they might want like I'd like some more juice for them to get to just play with.
Oliver's just fucking around and wants to see if, like, put the skull there, put the Scourge rot on top of the skull, and see if bringing it within proximity of the artifact would make it, like, glob on and turn the skull back into something.
Okay.
I wanna fuck around and find out.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to.
I turn on those blue protectors that blocks out this room that they're in, so if that explodes, it doesn't touch the rest of it.
We know.
Perfect.
We know that math exists within the null. What I would like to know is if that math is the sentience, or if it's pulling sentience from the corpse. So we might be able to ask it if it remembers shooting any missiles. And if it doesn't, then we can ask it what it saw before it came here.
Ooh, yeah.
All right, we're gonna lean heavy into the Eldritch horror. This way more than I was prepared for, but I'm
Let's do
so
this.
in. Okay.
Conlon,
me-
this is Matt.
We're gonna become a scourge cult.
We're gonna have a fucking
exist.
Eldritch.
We're literally
Uh,
plague marines, just fucking infecting everyone as we go.
Yeah.
All
We
right.
got a tiny
Fuck me.
Mimir coming with us.
Give me a percentage roll. Just
Ooh,
a D10 and a percentile die.
Hell yeah.
Do you want me to roll the D100 and you roll the D10 or vice versa?
You do the tens
Okay,
place,
okay,
I'll
okay.
do the ones place. Yes, let's share
Okay,
this.
okay.
Let's share this irresponsibility.
Ooh. 80.
7.
87.
Cool.
Okay.
Is it
So
really, really good or really fucking bad?
That's the way it is with D%. Who knows?
50-50.
so this was less of a percentage, like, did something happen, and more percentage, how much did it happen?
Yeah.
So as you sort of toupee the skull and scourge rot, in the
Call you
vicinity
Jeffrey.
of the scourge artifact, you see, sort of for a second, one of the tendrils that you had seen at the thing, but when you picked up the artifact, that like vanished.
Mhm.
That were coming out of the scourge. Your vision sort of again flickers in between realities, and for a second you see the entirety of your skip covered in scourge tendrils, with one of them reaching out towards the piece of rot and the skull. And then it like flickers back. Everything's normal. The scourge rot is nowhere. The artifact seems fairly dormant. The rot that you've placed on top of the skull, sort of, for a second, it's hard to tell. And then you notice that it is well and truly growing around the skull itself. Gonna say it's gonna take some time.
Mhm.
We're gonna see what
Okay.
happens. We're gonna make this a project.
If I
Okay.
want to use, like, do we have gloves? Do we have like some medical gloves that we could?
Yeah.
Like, okay, I want to use some gloves and just sort of like move the skull away from the artifact and see if the growth slows or comes to a stop, or if now it's like kickstarted and now it's going.
So as you go to move it, you feel a little resistance almost. Not like, it's like the skull is a little heavier than it was. It's like
Yeah.
you can feel that tendril holding it. The further away you move it, it doesn't seem to lessen the growth. It doesn't seem that lift is any heavier or harder. But it is heavier now. Like it feels as if something is tugging just at all times very lightly on this skull flesh. And with that, we will say we are going to call it here for the day. I know it's a little earlier than normal.
No!
Taylor has to leave, sadly.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
But it
Daylight
sounds-
savings messed me over and I got times and shit mixed up. I'm so sorry.
that's okay. Do we have time to level up?
Not yet.
Or
We're gonna see.
level up at the beginning of next
You
session.
monster!
We'll do it next session. We'll give you a
Okay.
level next session. But it seems like we might be back with this next week. It depends what's happening. But if we are, we'll figure out what happens with Ulver and the Skullver, if you will. And
That's his name.
yeah.
Skullver.
We will also pick up next week with, I guess, going to whatever station you are
Mhm.
going to, figuring out what you're doing with the Scourge artifact, and if we would like to, we can jump into. I'm working on conversions of another bug hunt, which is a mothership module, which you all should check out Mothership as well. It's super cool. But it is a mothership module that I'm gonna convert to see how it plays with Mörk Soul, and it should be a fun Scourgy time with that one as well. So If not, you can all just we can do whatever you want. It's an open world. You got infinite
We
things.
got a
I'll generate
whole
some shit.
dying galaxy
Yeah.
to go explore.
Yeah. But yeah, until next time, be
Fucking-
kind to you yourself. Yeah. Yeah. Until next time, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and remember, in space, no one can hear you cream.
Always.
I love it. I love it so much.
Always!
Always.
Oh no!
Yikes.
Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah, join us back next week. We'll see you. Thanks, everybody.
We're going for a raid. Don't go away
Yeah,
anywhere.
yeah.
Goodbye.
We'll be good for a raid.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.